Hi, this is Sarah Barnes-Humphrey, and I'm with Let's Talk Supply Chain here at the Supply Chain Forum in Panama with Demo. Hi, Demo. Tell us who you are and what you do.
Well, my name is Demo Stenes Perez. Everybody call me Demo. I do regional distribution and value-add services for multinational companies that use Panama for their facilitate their business in this region.
You are a promoter of Panama, and you bring passion to this country and this industry. And so let's start by talking about the distribution and the value-added services that you bring to companies looking to do business in Panama or are already doing business in Panama. How important is that?
Well, in today's business environment, we face many different disruptions, and companies need to find ways to be more efficient, to get closer to the customer, to arrive faster, and what we do is that we help them to having those inventories in a realized status in a safe place like Panama, where we can react at the moment of getting an order to perform a value-add activity just before ship that product to a country in this region. And when you say about this region, we are talking about more than 20 countries. And all those countries have different regulations, have different customs requirements or health ministry requirements. So you cannot have a local inventory and then try to move that inventory to another country in this region. So because it's too hard, it's too complex, it's too expensive, and the connectivity is not good. Using the Panama hub, which is the most connected country in Latin America, maritime-wise and also air cargo-wise. So having these elements like connectivity, is a safe place. All those inventories will be in US dollars, which is a very stable currency. And using the advantages of the free zone, the Colon Free Trade Zone allows companies to extend taxes at the moment of receiving the goods, having the storage, and then shipped. You only need to pay taxes when you make an intern duties and taxes at the moment you put that product in the destination country. So all these companies see Panama at that, the value of doing that here.
Yeah, and it's huge for a supply chain strategy, right? Free trade zones can really help with cash flow. They can help with inventory management, that planning and that process of the supply chain as well. So it's of huge importance. And we're finding out today at the forum that, distribution is going to be very important. It's already important, but it's going to become even more important as we get into customization. And as we get into those types of products going out to the consumer. So where do you see the trends? Like, you're talking to a lot of companies. Yeah. You're talking to them inside of Panama, outside of Panama. Where are you seeing the trends? What are they talking to you about?
Well, we see a very important trend on personalization and customization, and actually we are talking now about regionalized manufacturing. Right. That's something really amazing, and it's a huge trend right now. We're talking about bringing manufacturing companies that will be using robotics and 3D printing and software based on AI to do this smart manufacturing, and then use this country and this connectivity in the platform to just receive an order, manufacture right away, and send it to the destination. And I believe that's the future, right? This new manufacturing ways and I don't know, maybe then make a recall of the products that are damaged and make a regional recycling plant. We heard about today about this circular economy. I am really excited about that, and it's something we can do here because we got this connectivity in both ways to all the region. So it's something feasible, and I think all these companies are really taking serious this trend.
Yeah, and Panama is going to be extremely important for sustainability in Latin America. Yes. Right? Because we've talked about connectivity, but you really connect the dots, right? For every part of supply chain, and which is going to allow for that circular economy because you're really going to be able to push products out and pull products in.
Yeah. Creating that ecosystem, and that word is perfect for this example, right? The ecosystem of not only distributing finished goods, but bringing those goods once they are not usable anymore, and then from that material probably creating a new product or creating raw material to be re-exported, whatever, not wasting it and not sending that to the earth. I believe.
Yeah. The impact on supply chain is going to be huge. The impact on the environment and just globally is going to be huge. And I'm so excited to watch. So you are the founder. You're the one that is running this supply chain forum today here in Panama. And I can tell you this event you're not going to want to miss it next year because the speakers are amazing. We've got different points of view from Latin America to North America talking about so many innovative things. So why did you feel the need? Why did you start the Supply Chain Forum?
Well, to be honest, talking with my colleague, my co-founder, Daniel, we just sit down and say what we missed, what we need to do. And we are both logisticians and we are passionate about Panama. So we said, let's do this. And we did it by ourselves. We bring a company that do events and we start calling friends. That's it. All the speakers are just friends from all over the world. And it's a beautiful experience. We are sharing a lot of knowledge. That's the most important thing. We are doing also, we start yesterday doing an academic event. So one of our speakers is helping local students sharing knowledge. And that's the good part of things. Sharing this, helping other people to grow, and that will help the ecosystem to grow, right?
Yeah. And because we have people from all over the world. Literally, we have people here from all over the world. The networking is amazing because we're connecting the dots again, right? It's all about connecting those dots. It's about networking. Demo knows everybody. And he's a super connector and networker. And so what can we really expect from these moving forward? What do you want to do? What do you want to bring to the community in Panama?
Well, since we are in a very fast-moving industry, probably next year we will talk in totally different topics, right? So this will be, for sure, we will do this in the upcoming years, probably with more other contributors, people like you, for example, that did a tremendous job with the Women in Supply Chain series. It's something we love to do. There's a lot of good, very good talent here, and we want to do this for the upcoming years and probably in other countries too.
Great. And yeah, just so everybody knows some of the topics that we talk about today, I'm running a Woman in Logistics panel, which is amazing, right? We need to bring in more women from logistics and supply chain into the fold and talk about it more. So congratulations on that, because I think that is a huge step. What else were we hearing about today?
Well, the manufacturing trend, I believe, is something very important. We will need to talk and having companies like Flex, these huge OEMs doing this work in Panama. Probably next year we will have others. Because others will discover all the benefits that they see before, and companies like HP or Dell, they are here today, and others probably they will come back, and probably I cannot say yet, but they will be supporting the event and they will be more active participating because they really enjoy what we did. Having here we have people from Under Armour, 3M, Nestle, L'Oreal. You name it. All these multinational companies that have headquarters here in Panama are here today, and they really love the event. So I'm really proud of what we did. Really good effort, and let's see what's coming.
Yeah, absolutely. And we heard from the minister, right? With the new government, that was really, really educational, eye-opening. And I just love to hear about the collaboration that's happening between the government and the logistics and supply chain community. Can you talk just a little bit about that?
Well, for this region was very innovative. What we did here, we have a logistics cabinet, which is a separate cabinet, of course, from the main government cabinet, and is an organization where 7 or 8 ministers of different institutions plus the directors and general manager from different government institutions participate, and also the private sector. I'm a member of that cabinet since 2015. And we are, the private sector have 7 members, and we are a consulting team. We participate in the meetings, we have voice, we really bring what is happening in the industry, and the government hear us. And so it's a good collaboration between private and public, because as you know, Panama economy is based on close to 30% is the GDP is based on logistics. Mm-hmm. So we need to perform and do better in logistics, because there is still a lot of room to grow.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I think we can say that for a lot of businesses today, right? Supply chain is just becoming more and more and more important. And everybody should have a consulting arm of supply chain, I think. Well, if you are not here this year, you are not going to want to miss the Supply Chain Forum next year. So stay tuned, and you will hear from us as to what's coming up.